हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। एक और नए दिन की शुरुआत हो चुकी है और एक और नया वीडियो आज आपके लिए फिर से शुरू हो चुका है। और आज यहाँ पे लगा है
टेक्सटाइल फेयर इंडिया,
जिसकी शुरुआत हो चुकी है 6 तारीख से और 8 तारीख के बीच में लगने वाला है। आप लोग यहाँ के आके विजिट कर सकते हैं और देख सकते हैं क्या क्या आपके लिए टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्रीज में खास होने वाला है। काफी सारे एग्जीबिटर से बात कराने वाले हैं, काफी सारा आपको सब कुछ दिखाने वाले हैं, बिजनेस किस तरीके से आप लोग कर सकते हैं। तो चलिए अंदर चलते हैं और पूरा एग्जीबिशन कवर करते हैं और इंटरव्यू लेते हैं। इसी तरीके हुए वीडियो को यहाँ पर शुरू करते हैं। और जो लोग मेरे चैनल पर नए हैं वो मेरे चैनल के सपोर्ट के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें ताकि आपके लिए ऐसी इन्फॉर्मेटिव और न्यू बिजनेस आइडियाज वीडियोस आती रहें। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं।
Hi, my name is Nitin Prasad and I represent PVH. PVH is known for its two iconic global brands, Calvin Klein and Tommy Hilfiger. So I work with PVH as a managing director for Indian subcontinent.
Okay, so how do you see TFI evolving?
It was just amazing experience to be here. I have been in the FNA shows, which is part of TFI, but in Bangalore, and those were a smaller version of this. It was mind-boggling to look at the scale and the kind of opportunities that the Indian mills and vendors offer.
Great. How relevant do you find TFI, this event?
Very, very relevant, right? Where brands are all looking at the overall supply chain solutions, and fairs like this is where you have the whole supply chain available, and that becomes very, very relevant and important for supply chain professionals, that they can come and they can visit, understand what are the opportunities available in India.
Okay. So what are the key highlight of this event, if you remember?
I would say this event is not only focused on garmenting, for example. It has taken each part of supply chain. So I met mills, I met the yarn suppliers, I met the chemical suppliers. The event actually ensured that the whole supply chain is covered really, really well, and that was the most important piece.
So thank you so much for this connectors.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sirish. I am heading apparel sourcing for Puma India, and I have been in this industry for the last 23 years.
Yes.
I think the next 2 to 3 years are going to redefine how India places itself in global manufacturing. Government of India has been very supportive to this industry. I can already see this industry moving in the right direction. There's a lot of synergy which is happening on different fronts. Infrastructure is growing. We are also developing a lot of ancillary units which are important for the industry to grow. And I feel the golden era for Indian textiles and Indian manufacturing has just started. So I think we are in good hands now.
Great. So how relevant do you find this TFI?
I think these kind of events are so important because it brings all the stakeholders to one platform. We have accessory suppliers, manufacturers, yarn suppliers, fabric suppliers, brands coming under one umbrella and trying to understand each other's problems and trying to find a solve for each other. So I think these events should continue. The scale should be enlarged, and more people should be encouraged to participate. I think it's a win-win for everybody.
Great, sir. So what are the key highlights in this event?
I think the key highlight has been, as I said, a lot of stakeholders coming under one umbrella, seeing the strengths and weaknesses of each other's products, learning from each other's experiences, hand-holding and moving together in this journey. We all have to win together, otherwise it's nobody's victory. So this is the biggest lesson I think events like these show to the entire world. Thank you so much.
Hi, this is Kanika Batra. I'm the director, AI Global. We are working with Indian soil brands and taking them on a global platform. I'm very happy and honored to be a part of TFI today. It's a great initiative and really happy to be here to meet like several supply chain partners in the textile and fashion industry. Looking forward to much more. Thank you. I think it's a great platform because a lot of innovation is something that I'm seeing over here today.
Okay.
And probably just without such kind of collaborations, we may not be able to like really get well introduced with them. So this is a great platform to do that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Tony Uppal, Managing Director, PM Pro Exports Private Limited. We are in the fashion industry, employing over 7,000 people. Company's turnover is over 800 crores. We've been in the industry since 1980s.
So how relevant do you find the TFI?
It's very relevant. I think today to really for people to come here and see what India is all about. and also for the exhibits to understand what people are really looking for. It's the most one of the most relevant things. I think the key is the interest in the people and the increase in the trade. We need to understand that the Indian consumption is larger than what we export, and this is something that will increase the Indian merchandise to be produced and sold in India rather than importing merchandise and selling in India.
A presentation of Mr. Nitin. He is made Managing Director of PVH, which is a huge thing for our countrymen. We are very, very proud with the largest retailer, PVH, who owns the iconic brand of CK and Tommy Hilfiger, and he at this a young age he has become the Managing Director. I request Mr. Nair to speak few words about Nitin, and then
he's a completely made in India product. From NIFT, worked in various brands, basically on Indian soil, and today has I think only a few months back or a few weeks back perhaps, was promoted to become the Managing Director of PVH, the hub for India, the Indian subcontinent, and I know surrounding countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. He also heads what is becoming an increasingly important component of PVH's operations in India, what they call global operations, which basically means the entire back office of PVH is already moved and is in the process of moving further into Bangalore under Nitin's leadership and in his capable hands. So these two gentlemen, particularly Nitin, who's making a presentation on what can make India the next leader in global sourcing for textiles, fashion and home.
What can make India the next leader in global sourcing for textiles, fashion and home. I'll try to keep it very short. There are almost 20 odd slides, but I'll try to keep it short. But before I get into any of the discussions, you can all thank me. You must thank me because I came from Bangalore and we got lovely weather to Delhi.
My name is Dr. Rakesh Sethi and I am heading the unit for Shahi Sarla in Ghaziabad. This event is very exciting for me, and all the value chain related to the textile, from yarn to finish, everything is there. So I believe that this type of events will definitely bring the value to the industry and will impact the goal what we are setting for our country to become the effective, responsible, sustainable market for the globe can be possible.
So what are the main highlight you are impressed with?
The highlight is that first of all, in mostly you will find that the fairs used to concentrate on the specific products or specific segment, not only the entire value chain. This is the main advantage is there, that under one roof everything is there.
So thank you so much for this connect, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
I am B.R. Sai Ganesh, from the Chief Operating Officer of Zydex Industries Private Limited, based out of Baroda. Best part of this is that the entire textile supply chain has become a part.
So did you find anything new in this thing?
The new was because dyes and chemicals have been included as part of our separate section, which is actually an integral part of the textile supply chain. So it becomes much more easier to have a buyer-seller interaction, and a lot of things happen over with the personal touch and interaction.
Hi, I am Amir Sheikh from Zydex. My company is based out of Baroda. I had visited the event couple of times, and I see there's a difference. The visual presentation is quite good. The footfall is quite good. Number of participant is increasing. Even this time, we also participated as a kind of dyes and chemical company in the dichem part. I think what I appreciate is the way it has been organized. Very well organized. It is approaching the customers and meeting all those requirements. I think the overall concept is quite good.
So thank you so much for this connect, sir.
My pleasure.
Hi, I'm Ankita Mehrotra. I'm an independent designer and a brand consultant. I have a career of 14 years in fashion where I've worked with some of the biggest retail brands in the country.
Okay, so how did you get to know about this fair?
So I actually have worked with Mr. Neeraj Khanna in the past, and this is one of the biggest textile fairs of India, and it's such a pleasure to come and actually see this.
So how was the experience so far?
I've been coming here for almost 3 years now, and the experience every time is very, very good. I was one of the jury members on the Trend Forum, and some of the work that the exhibitors have exhibited is amazing. I think the way Trend Forum has been done has been changed entirely, and it was a new look altogether. There was an artificial intelligence section also included, which wasn't there before. So it was a great job done.
So thank you so much for this.
I'm Narendra Kumar, Creative Director at Zapero.ai, and I'm here to attend the TFI fair for the first time. Looking forward to seeing some fabulous presentations, brands showcasing some great stuff. I've seen already a few in the first round, and amazed to see the variety, the quality, the number of stalls that are there presented. So damn good. So this event we got to know through Zapero because we were presenting a trend board and a new idea at the event, and Gaurav invited us to be part of this, and we are so happy to have made the right decision.
So thank you so much for this connecting.
Pleasure.
Hi, my name is Krishna Chaitanya. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Zapero AI. Zapero is a design to delivery partner to apparel brands. We leverage generative AI to bring speed to supply chains. Mr. Gaurav Raheja is an advisor to Zapero AI. From our early days, he's been guiding us into sort of building solutions for the apparel industry, and he's offered a kind invitation for us to come here and take part in the Future Tech Pavilion. So we are here on his invitation, and it's been great so far. It's been brilliant. The setup is really professionally done. A lot of great array of suppliers from across the country. It's been an amazing experience for us.
Okay, so this is your first time in this exhibition, maybe?
Yeah, this is the first time, and we've had a chance to meet up with a lot of industry leaders and a lot of interesting suppliers of fabric, and all the way from yarn up to textiles and apparel.
Hi, this is Atul Sagar. I've been in the industry for the last 30 years, having worked across countries and gone through the entire buying processes, the sourcing processes, and also the manufacturing processes. Okay, so it's been like 30 years of a short journey thus far. Looking forward to much more things which are happening in and around. This is one innovative happening which is actually being organized by the right team here, and there are definitely some very, very interesting things to look around. It's just that the more the people who visit such places, they tend to discover more and more for themselves for the future. So far I've just taken a round for a couple of hours, and I've found a couple of very interesting guys. Okay, some very interesting chaps who've been very innovative, coming out with new thoughts, technology also at work. So its highlights in the event is, I think it is a great one-stop shop for all the industry guys to come and meet, explore what exactly potentially is happening across the globe. Okay, though I don't think so. In India, we are actually the avant-garde in most of the stuff, but definitely we bring in a lot of new practices into the Indian industry, which can actually take us to the next step,
Thank you.